Hey everyone, Jackie here with Enjoying Life's Journey. Welcome back. We're at the property. We're actually at the top corner of the property, and we're gonna head down the first trail that we made, which we're calling, where we ended up getting the teardrop trailer down there. We're calling that base camp, because today we're here to work on a second road or trail, which is getting the truck basically on the other part of the property across and up the top of the ridge. We've been able to get the side-by-side up there, so we've been going through and making it wider for the truck, and so today we're back with that. So we've marked our first corner. So this is where the easement is. So this would be where we're allowed to build a fence here and here, and then the other side, so far we've just marked it with a no trespassing sign in here. But this is the trail from the corner of our property. This is the road we made, heading down to base camp, as we're calling it. So I think we did pretty darn good. We've basically just been using hand tools for this whole part. Now there's the trailer, like you guys saw in the little snow video clip, if you saw it. And then we did build a shed over here now, so we have some tools, and we have some stuff stored, camping stuff and tools stored over here. And we have the side-by-sides, and they're all covered up with, we have like camouflage netting and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. This is usually where we park the truck. And then our campfire, base camp. Alright, now we're gonna head back up to the truck. Alright, so we're gonna load up some tools and stuff in the back of the we have a little bit of space in the back here. And earlier I was filming, I was trying to show you guys the rattlesnake, and I thought I was filming and I wasn't. The groups of rocks here, he's basically slithering back into here, so he's got to be somewhere in there. We're gonna put our smaller cooler on the side-by-side. We almost got the trail for the truck to go up. Exciting. Alright, so we're gonna winch this boulder out of here. So I'm using that, and then he tells me when to stop and go, and then where to go. Towards me. Watch your fingers. So it just grabs it out of the ground there. These freaking boulders. So yeah. Roll it out of the way. Go take a look. We gotta fill in the hole. The hole's like that big. If we would have had this thing before, it would have been way better, but now we know we can use it. We've had this little winch thing. It came on the side-by-side. We didn't even think about using it when we were trying to move the boulders the first time, but then we used it a few times ago, and it works out like really well. So this thing's pretty big. So what Ricky does is he starts with the crowbar, and then we get some rocks underneath it enough so then we can tie the winch on there. This area coming up here is going to be our last hardest spot as far as rocks and trees go, but we're almost there. So basically through here is where we're cleaning up now. We need to make it wider, and then there's a few rocks. So we have our sledgehammers, and yeah, it's come along. It looks like a road. But we're actually on our property now, so we can go wherever we want to go. So the biggest reason we chose this route to get up to our lookout area, or our best, where our little cabin build's going to be. We haven't named the spot yet. So we have our base camp. That one we pretty much just took from our road easement and then went straight down towards the Seasonal Creek and created our base camp down there. This one we took along the other easement. So we were going to, so the first easement, our main road, is our north easement. Then we took our east easement, and then once we got across onto our property, then it was really close to the Seasonal Creek, so we had to get over the Seasonal Creek to be able to do that with the truck. And then also we have 2 ridges, and we want the cabin on the second ridge. So after reviewing the land, 1 with Google Earth, and then 2 us actually walking the property, this was the best route where we had the least amount of like step type steps, I guess, if you will, as far as the edge. So we knew the truck could make it. So now it's just a matter of some boulders, but we've done a lot of work. I'll show you the whole road. Like, we'll walk it one day once it's finished, but now we're just gonna trim up these I'm gonna finish trimming up these bushes, and then we have just the trees and that big rock right there, I think. Yep. I think that's it. Yeah. Alright, you guys. See behind me the truck? We actually got the truck up here. It started raining. We have like, it was thundering. We didn't see any lightning though. Heard a lot of thundering. Lightning and thunder. And see what the weather does. But we got the truck up here. So let me flip you around. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. There's our view. See the rain clouds. So right now it's hard for us to tell which direction everything's going. You can't see it from here. I can't zoom in far enough, but you can see our road to base camp, and you can see our corner no trespassing signs. But if you see, there's like a rocky ledge we basically have to go around. Hey! Ricky's like, cheers. Cheers! Just doing a little pan. So this is the road, part of the road we came in. So we're going to, next time we come, we're going to try to put the teardrop trailer up here so it's hidden behind the trees. Behind me, because of the view, is where we want to put, basically where the truck is right now, build like a 10 by 20 at the largest shed, and with like a little porch on there, and just do it as like kind of like a little bunkhouse, and then do a separate like smaller shed for like a bathhouse. So we'll have like a bunkhouse and a bathhouse to kind of get started. And yeah, so cool. So I'm gonna flip you around again. So over here we have a lot of swells already where the water flows down. So we do have to be mindful of that. And then I want to try to catch some of it and see if we can get more water catchment, like a pond kind of going. But that one would be, if we did get it to work out, we would fence that one off. There is another part of the property that does the same thing. So I was thinking of doing that and keeping that open for like wildlife or something like that. Because if we could get a pond for us to use, you know, for gray water or whatnot, that'd be cool. Oh, here comes the thunder again. You hear it? We got the truck up here. Ooh! I'm excited. I'm gonna show you my built-in bench real quick. Alright, so you see this rock here? It's almost like a built-in bench. So I sit here, and then over here, we can do like a fire pit. There's this old tree, so I marked it. It's kind of like, you know, it's our tree. But so from the front, we'll have a view. Far in the distance, it's hard to see, but there is like a mountaintop. And then behind me, you can see the hilltop. So our property we own about up halfway of the hill. So we're in about the middle, as far as heading up the property. Our property gains from the bottom of the seasonal creek up to our highest part is about 160, 180 feet is how high the property goes. But right now we're at about halfway as far as the height goes. And then where we did our road to get over this ledge was like the middle of the property. So pretty cool. There's some final trees we need to do, make a little higher. And there's maybe at one turn we need to do to try to make a little bit wider so we can get the teardrop up here. So maybe next weekend we'll actually get the teardrop up here for Mother's Day weekend. We'll see. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.